want that.
All
Buy the
right,
digital
y'all.
one.
Welcome back for
I don't want to see
part
that happen here in
2.
America. I think it
Tune
would be devastating
in.
for the dollar's value as the reserve currency. This will actually perpetuate the dollar's value as a reserve currency. It will extend that momentum. It's going to extend demand for U.S. Treasuries. There's a lot to like about this.
Senator, what do you think of the Moody's downgrade of the U.S. credit rating? I mean, I realize they're the third to do it. I realize it's been years in the making. But it does have an impact in the markets today.
It is having an impact. You're exactly right. I think it puts more pressure on us as well over the next couple of weeks to get this reconciliation bill done in a way that's responsible and shows real progress against the deficit.
Meaning progress against the deficit immediately, not in 2029 or later.
I'd certainly like to see it sooner.
Done?
I'd certainly like to see it sooner, and so would my colleagues in the Senate.
Do you agree with Scott Bessent when he says doesn't matter?
Do you mean the deficit? Scott's working very hard to make our revenue grow faster.
Sure, but he said the credit rating downgrade over the weekend. He said, who cares? I think that was actually what he said.
I think he said it was backward looking.
Scott's perspective on the market is born from his experience. I'll just say the immediate impact is real, but I think the market's going to digest this. The other rating agencies had already put us at this place. But what I want to see is the reconciliation package come through, stimulation of capital investment. That capital investment will beget more jobs, more economic activity. That's going to be good for revenue growth.
Will you vote for something that doesn't cut the deficit more quickly?
Well, I think what we get in the Senate is going to be completely different. I don't want to negotiate on air how we're going to land on this, but my colleagues in the Senate want to see significant cuts.
How do you feel about tariffs right now?
I think it's coming much more clear, Andrew. What we have is a system that's a result of, you go back to the post-World War II era. We put in place very favorable terms of trade. Countries like those in Europe, Japan, their economies were devastated. But we should have put a GDP per capita or a time limit on those. We didn't. So we wind up with these gross imbalances. For example, you build a car here in America, sell it to Europe, 10% tariff. They build one there, sell it to us, 2.5%. We'd never do that deal today. So this sort of reciprocity is sorting itself out. We've had a deal struck with the UK. We're in a good place with China.
Okay, let me ask you the harder question. The harder question is, you are a merchant in the United States. Do you pass on the costs or not? You saw what the president had to say yesterday to Walmart.
Well, I think that assumes that tariffs all go up. And in certain circumstances, just use the car example I'll give you, perhaps they come down. But to the extent there is an increase, you've got the producer, you've got the shipper, you've got the middleman, the retailer, and you've got the consumer. All of them may bear some of that. But it's not a certainty to me at all that that's where we're going to head. We could head to lower tariffs around the board.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm Bunny
I'm
J, and that was your
right now,
crypto
in the
news,
short
so
term,
you
if
don't
Walmart
lose.
decides that they have to raise
Please
their
don't forget
prices,
to
do you
like
think that
and
that's un-American?
subscribe for more crypto news with Bunny J. Don't be playing with my time, y'all.
I think we're going to be very careful about how they do this. I know that they've